Elizabeth and the broader NYC climate justice community for their leadership. They were some of the first believers in the potential of this, and so we couldn't be here without them, so thank you. I want to thank Equinor and BP for their partnership in the SBMT project and for the agreement to build out this facility as an operating emissions base and to power the interconnection site for energy that will really bring it all back here from Long Island. EDC worked really hard to ensure this agreement includes a lot of commitments for the community and to expand the potential and capacity of our minority and women-owned businesses that are based in the city. And it's a 30% participation goal specifically for this project, and that's amazing. And in addition to that, we're doing everything we can to put real money into jobs for New Yorkers and our local talent pipeline. We have the $5 million dedicated workforce fund that the mayor mentioned. We're also investing $10.5 million with CUNY to build up workforce training facilities and programs to help people learn what this work is. It'll be hard, as the wind is telling us, but it's important. And we're also going to be building out innovation centers to continue to grow the industry over time so that we truly become a regional and national hub. And on that note, I again want to thank our EDC offshore wind team for all of their hard work over the years and for putting on especially a successful workforce convening in the last week with a lot of people who are here today to really help start to realize this vision as the project is going, getting people prepared for these jobs so that when the work is here, there are people here to do those jobs and be really on time for that. So thank you to the team for putting that together. And lastly, I want to thank the team for this event and for all their hard work just to bring it all together today. It's a culmination, as many have said, of years and decades of hard work. So just thank you again for our partnership from the state, federal, and the community partners. And we're ready to get to work with all the wind. Thank you.
Now, this is, of course, a true public-private partnership, and so in that vein, I'd like to invite Siri Espedal-Kindom, who's the president of Equinor Wind US. Siri.
Well, I'm even thinking it's getting more windy. I think this is really good for the industry build. So, I'm honored to be here today, with the Mayor Adams. And Equinor has been looking forward to today for a long time. And I'm very proud of the industrial development and revitalization that will take place here. This site will embody our shared vision of delivering homegrown, renewable electricity to New York City, while we also are advancing the state ambition of becoming a global offshore wind hub. And isn't this a spectacular view of the New York skyline and the Statue of Liberty? Soon we will also have you from our new project office over there, and we can look down in the future to the state-of-the-art operation and maintenance base that will be built here. And we will also have a look at the busy port that will assemble for the project, both for Empire and Beacon Wind. In addition, this will also provide clean and renewable power to New York City. And that is also a spectacular view in its own way. And we hope one day, Mr. Mayor, and others will come and visit and witness this incredible industrial revitalization for yourself. And this is just the beginning of a decade-long commitment by Equinor and our partner BP that will provide great jobs for a great community. So, Mr. Mayor, Equinor is committed to New York. We look forward to working with you and the business community to create a supply chain for this exciting new industry. We will partner with local communities, with suppliers and unions to create an economic engine for a new industry. We are investing not just in the offshore wind industry, we are investing also in New York itself. So together, Equinor, our partners, and most of all, New Yorkers themselves have made this day happen. And I think we all deserve to feel proud. So thank you all.
Thank you.
Oops. Yes. Thank you, Siri. Now, another critical partner in this is BP America, so I'd like to invite Senior Vice President of U.S. Communications and External Affairs for BP, Mary Street.
Thank you. I'm Mary Street here on behalf of BP America. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, Lieutenant Governor, Deputy Mayor, and all of the community partners here for bringing us together for this important project. And BP is honored to partner with Equinor and all of you all on this enormous opportunity. And for BP, I think it just brings to life what we see the opportunity in clean energy, and it's jobs, it's good high-paying jobs, it's community investment, and it's clean renewable power, New York homegrown power to power 2 million homes. So we're looking forward to working with all of you all and as this project proceeds, and thank you again for bringing us all together in this wonderfully windy, beautiful place.
Thank you, Mary. As the Lieutenant Governor mentioned, this is an exemplary manifestation of city and state collaboration. And so I'd like to both thank and welcome Doreen Harris, President and CEO of NYSERDA.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. This has been a day we have been waiting for decades, as Elizabeth said. When we are advancing the goals of New York's Climate Act under Governor Hochul's leadership, we need to think differently. We need to advance renewable energy in a way that involves just what you see here. We see the state, we see the local, we see the private sector, and we see the communities all coming together for the investments that are going to benefit all of us for decades to come. And so when I think about climate change and the ways that we are fighting it, I see opportunity, and that is really the moment we've been waiting for, as I said, for many, many years here in South Brooklyn Marine Terminal. So this is just the beginning of our offshore wind investments. When you set a goal of 9 gigawatts of offshore wind, you know the market will come, and we see it happening every day all across our state. And so it's exciting to be here. We knew this moment would come, but it doesn't come easily. So I just want to thank all the partners for seeing this through. It's an amazing day here, and I couldn't be happier to be joined by all of you. So thank you, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Doreen. And last but not least, I'd like to welcome and introduce President and CEO of Red Hook Terminals, Michael Stamatis.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor, Mayor Adams, and Lieutenant Governor, and everyone for being here today. Today is truly a day for celebration. 36 years ago, I was just starting my career on the waterfront, roughly the same time as this once thriving facility was being closed in favor of more modern facilities in New Jersey. 10 years ago, I was asked to take over as president of Red Hook Container Terminal at a time when there was great uncertainty about the future of the working waterfront in Brooklyn. I was told I would only be needed for a year or so, the port would be closed so the property could be sold or redeveloped. I accepted the position, but soon realized I had arrived in a very special place, full of people that were passionate about their jobs, the community, and its rich history as the former center of maritime activity in New York Harbor with thousands of jobs, and the desire to not only keep the port open but return Brooklyn to its former status once again. We began to question the notion the remaining working waterfront in Red Hook would soon meet the same fate as the South Brooklyn Marine Terminal did so many years ago, and with the support of many, we declared not so fast. The fact we are all gathered here this morning to announce the reactivation and revitalization of the South Brooklyn Marine Terminal in such a spectacular way as the first of its kind dedicated offshore wind, port facility, and clean energy center is vindication for all who worked so tirelessly for this moment and once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for the community, city, state, and region. I'm proud to say my one-year job opportunity in Brooklyn will now be where I finish my career, hopefully many years from now. There are many people to thank, but I first want to acknowledge and thank two people who are not here today but are truly the reason we still have a working waterfront in Brooklyn, and these vital facilities were preserved for maritime activity. That's Congressman Nadler and Congresswoman Velasquez. Their passion, support, please. Their passion, support, and advocacy for the working waterfront is unrivaled. I want to thank Mayor Adams for his continued and unwavering support of Brooklyn's working waterfront, previously as borough president and now as our mayor. Thank you for your leadership. We are fortunate to have you as our mayor, and know that today's announcement will just be one of many great things you will accomplish on behalf of the city. I want to thank Governor Hochul for New York's nation-leading commitment to offshore wind, and the state's commitment and investments in investments in new and revitalized port facilities, and for making the reactivation of the South Brooklyn Marine Terminal possible. I want to thank Doreen Harris and the incredible team at NYC for blazing the path forward in the development of offshore wind in New York and beyond. Thank you. Thank you to the leadership and team at the New York City Economic Development Corp. This has been a remarkable journey, and an outcome you should all be proud of. Thank you for your partnership. I want to thank the Sunset Park Task Force members for all their efforts to achieve this outcome for the community, and terrific community advocacy partners like Elizabeth Jean-Pierre and other community members who have worked long and hard to make sure that this facility was put to a highest and best use, and I think we found it. Thank you. I want to thank the men and women of the International Longshoremen's Association, some of who are here today, who many, many years ago were working cargo vessels here, and we used to working in this weather, and today continue to unload cargo vessels at Red Hook Terminal and work tirelessly through the pandemic without a pause, without a complaint, to continue supplying all of us with much needed food, medicine, and everything else we come to depend on in our daily lives. Thank you. I want to thank my partners, all of them, and in particular Mr. Glenn Siegel and everyone at Industry City. The remarkable transformation of Industry City into the thriving place it is today, where thousands of people come to work, shop, and enjoy the many restaurants and activities, is a testament to your commitment to the Sunset Park community and the city. I'm proud to be your partner and truly could not have done this without you. Thank you, Glenn. Finally, we must all thank Siri, Espindel Kingdom, Mary Street, and the brilliant teams of Equinor and BP for your incredible and tremendous leadership and commitment to SBMT and New York's clean energy transition. None of this would be possible without you. Thank you. We look forward to a long partnership together, and thank you for making Sunset Park and SBMT your new home. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
It is great. 2 months into my administration, people have already determined what I'm going to do and what I'm not going to do. All I can say is buckle up and wait and see, and then give me an analysis when I finish my 4 years. Next. Yeah, okay.
the turbines that are working on here, where will they be sited? I know you mentioned the Long Island project. Can they go elsewhere in the country? And given how windy it is today, is there any...
Great question. Anyone want to answer that? Hmm?
Great question. So there's going to be an assembly site here, and that's going to be used by the Empire Beacon Wind project, as I said. But we foresee that when this offshore wind industry develops, that can also be used by other partners that is coming, the other developers that are also building sites elsewhere. So that's the thinking behind it.
Is there any feasibility that you have turbines in the city?
Well, I'm only commenting on these projects. And these are, these are quite distinct areas where they will be put up. So I'm commenting on the Empire Beacon Wind.
Thank you.
I'm going to take two off topic, but I'm just going to ask everyone back here to...
Yeah, you guys can bounce. Okay. Good job, Maria. Thank you. Thank you. Good job. Long battle. Nice sport. Excellent. Excellent.
Mayor, I want to talk
As long as that's happening.
Well, Ed has been amazing in joining all of Americans responding to the horrific actions that are taking place in the Ukraine, and I'm going to continue to lean on him because we have both a Ukrainian population and a Russian-speaking population here in New York, and we don't want the terrible actions of Putin to be reflected or impacted on our Russian-speaking population here. And so the business dealings that Ed has had in the past has nothing to do with what he's doing now in my administration. I'm going to lean on him to continue with the international relationship. This is an international city, and I'm looking forward to my international commissioner to build on that city. I'm gonna do that in layers, okay? Because you asked two. First, let me answer the one about the anti-gun unit. The unit is going to roll out, and the commissioner can give you the exact date. But let's be clear: without the unit in place executing now, we are still removing hundreds of guns off the street because there is an operation that is in place and that will continue to be in place. So regardless of any new unit that we're going to unfold, we still got a job to do, and that's removing guns. And we are doing that job as well. The first question was... Okay, yeah, listen, my team under Deputy Mayor Maria Torres Springer, we're going to put together a cross-analysis of how post-COVID New York is going to look. Education, working, healthcare. We can't stumble into post-COVID. We must put in place a real analysis on what post-COVID is going to look like. It may include a 4-day week. It may include a 5-day they we? We have to look at that, and that's what we're going to do. We're moving into a new era of working. What New York is going to look like, where our central business districts are going to be, and so I'm open to the change that's going to take place. One thing is for sure, you cannot remotely run a city like this. There must be in-work interaction, and that is something that we're going to have to come up with, and only the future knows.
And on that, do you have a date that you think the COVID passports for
The
timeline on that?
on the
The mandate for vaccine passports with private businesses. Any idea when that?
no, the healthcare professionals. I'm following their lead. Like I said from the beginning, I'm going to follow the science, and the science has led us to where we are now, and I'm going to continue to follow the science. Thank you.
Mayor, on subways. What is the reason they lifted the